Okay, so first full day in Taiwan. It is beautiful and sunny outside. Yesterday we got in, just did all like the admin things, found the supermarket, that sort of thing. So today, excited to get up, work out and do a little bit of exploring. So just finishing off the athletic greens. I've got some collagen in here as well. We're gonna eat some breakfast and then head over to the gym. So today's lesson is to test the ball bounce, so you don't get smacked in the face when you decide to use it as a slam ball for some movement pattern drills. So yeah, got nice old, God, this hurts, cuts in my lip, smacked me right in the face, my nose is bleeding as well. Second stupid injury in the last couple of weeks, but gonna give it a couple of minutes and then get up and move on. Nothing seems to be broken other than my ego and my pride once again. But yeah.
Jay's covered in your blood.
Jay is now covered in my blood. I am covered in my blood. The helpful people at this really cool CrossFit gym have given me a nice ice pack to try and help stop my lips from being swollen, and thankfully I travel with ibuprofen. So, but yeah, if you see me on Saturday with a fat lip and a black eye, yeah, Ilona does silly things in the gym, apparently. Blood, sweat and tears. Ilona gets back on the horse, quite literally.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just doing a couple of rounds. I'm going about 5 seconds over my 2,000 meter pace, and just 500 meters. So this should be pretty close to race pace field, and just getting 1,000 meters in on both machines, but with a minute in between to just, yeah, basically just keep things moving. Like, the aim of today is really just to stay as aerobic as possible, get the heart rate going a little bit, but not overdo anything, because better to go in undercooked than overcooked. So yeah, I'm just going to put 500 meters back on the list, and that's my minute. So I brought these, they are the A6 Tartaros, and I brought these as my backup race shoes. So I was thinking about wearing them. I've still not quite made a decision on my race shoe for this season. Last year I was racing in the Under Armour's first edition of their carbon fibre plated shoes, which I loved because they were like really low profile, close to the ground, not too much cushioning. I felt like I could really like feel the ground as I was doing the exercises, so especially with things like lunges or wall balls where you need a fair amount of stability. I'd love them for that. The second edition is very different. It's much more of a marathon shoe, so not like Hyrox. So I've been trying out a whole bunch of different shoes. In the prep for this, I enjoy wearing these on the track, but they are just a racing flat, like good for a fast 5k, but there's no carbon plate in them, so you don't get much return. Like, they're great if you're working your legs, which was a big part of wearing these. Puma DV8 Nitro. These are the ones with the mixed plate, not the full carbon plate, which is the Nitro Elites. Again, for me, I find those a bit more of like a marathon or a long running distance shoe. These are, I think, the most common shoe worn in Hyrox. I did face plant onto a sled wearing them the other day, but I'm blaming the AstroTurf for that rather than the shoe. So I'm going to give this another go for my last finisher session, where I'm going to do wall balls, sleds, and burpee wall jumps, and just see how they feel. But I'm pretty confident these are the shoes I'm going to wear on race day. So it'll be my first race day racing in Puma shoes. And yeah, excited to give it a go and see how I feel. That's how I get psyched up, because that always used to be the first song that you hear like in the tunnel before you started. And even though they don't play it anymore now, it's like this is my get psyched up for Hyrox stuff. Yeah, first round I was like, okay, this is too easy. This is nice. I've got some nice little rest ache. By round 4, I was feeling it, but it didn't help that I forgot in the first round to take the weights off of the sled pole for round 2. So I did the first half with an extra 50 kg on there, and then realised round back, pulled it off, and so that put me a bit behind time as well. So some of my recovery periods were truncated for rounds 2 and 3 as I played catch up. But yeah, it was good. Just like nice 12 minutes, broke a sweat. I touched the things that I wanted to just do a little bit of final prep on. So yeah, now it's operation recovery and feel good for Saturday. Aside from my self-inflicted injury, there was actually an earthquake in the morning. So over breakfast, it was about 5.8 on the Richter scale, according to the news. You know, we were just in there, and then suddenly we're like, whoa, everything kind of felt like it had been thrown sideways a little bit, and then it popped up on our phone, like earthquake shocks felt. Jay and I have never experienced an earthquake before, so we were a bit like, oh, what does that mean? What do we do? Are we supposed to take shelter? Do we expect there to be aftershocks or anything to happen? Everyone else around us just kind of shrugged and carried on eating their breakfast, so we realised pretty quickly that it was fairly run-of-the-mill here, and that you know, it was a fairly low-level one in comparison to what can be experienced here. But that ended up being the theme of the day, because in the evening we decided to go down to Taipei 101 to the observatory and have a wander around there, do some touristy things. So we also saw like the ball that sits in the middle at the top, that's also to help guard against high wind and earthquakes. Thursday here in Taiwan, so just a few days out from race day now. This morning started off nice and early, had a phone call with Corinna to talk through race nutrition and the approach over the next few days. Hi, morning. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm struggling a little bit to get carbs in. I think just where I'm away from home and not having so much of my gluten-free options. I've also found that the lactase enzyme pills that we found have helped for my kind of dairy or lactose processing as well. So being able to eat hotel yogurt has been a bit of a game changer. So fingers crossed. I had no bad reactions yesterday, so hopefully that'll be good. I find oftentimes when you're traveling for a race, you're out of your usual schedule and like your usual things that you would eat. And so that can be an added challenge when you're looking to carb load, or at least just make sure that you're kind of maintaining consistency and getting in what you need. So we kind of spoke through some of those options and what race day fueling will look like, especially in the lead up to the race, because the women's pro usually flags off mid-afternoon. So, you know, making sure that you're getting in sufficient amount of fuel through breakfast and lunch, but also leaving enough time for it to digest before race day. Yeah, that's been the day so far. The plan was to take it as a total rest day and then go and do some day trips. However, the weather has other plans for us. So yeah, for now we're just having quite a nice chill morning. We're gonna figure out plan B and hopefully go and do some fun low-key tourist things for the day.
You trying to get it to cut?
Jade doesn't fit in the kids section of the museum. Good start to the morning. Shakeout run is done already, so now it's all about just getting some nice recovery and keeping it nice and easy for today. We have headed over to Beitou to check out the hot springs in the area and have a bit of an onsen experience. So it's really beautiful considering how close we are to the city. It's just like gorgeous, tranquil, and also a really sunny day. Over to the race venue already because we can do race pack collection early today, so gonna go and pick up everything that we need ahead of tomorrow. So it is the night before the race. I'm just about to start braiding my hair, which takes a little while because I've got a lot of afro to put away, and I am going to be weaving some colour into it for tomorrow. So going to see how it goes. I'm going to start with a base of blue, and I might add some pink in as well, but I like getting some form of battle braids in because I've got a lot of hair and it tends to get in the way, get caught on things. If I tie it up really high, then it like flops around and it smacks me on the back of the head when I'm running, and I find it really annoying. So yeah, getting the battle braids in is an essential part of pre-race prep. But other than that, I've done my flat lay already, so I've got my race outfit out. I checked in earlier today, so my wristband, my timing chip, and my in-race nutrition is also all sorted. So I've got a gel, a spare gel, an emergency salt pill, and some electro-carb mix that's ready to go. So I'm just going to mix that up in the morning and put it in my race belt. Yeah, all clothes, shoes, everything are out already. And then I've also prepped and laid out all of my hydration and nutrition options for the morning as well. So some salt tabs that I'll preload first thing, my oats and banana that I'm going to have before the race. Like, everything is all laid out with bottles and packets all ready to go. So yeah, other than that, this evening I just finished watching the race briefing, so just gonna eat final simple meal of the day, get the hair braids in, do some gentle stretching and mobility, and then it's bedtime, early lights out, so we'll see you in the morning. It's a few hours before the race starts on Saturday, and I'm just doing my final preparations now. So hair is fully braided and tied back. I have a big bowl of oats and banana, so I'm about to start making my way through this now as my final race meal. I'm making up all of my hydration bottles here. Got some pre-workout, about to put some salts into this one. So yeah, just getting sorted and ready, and then we'll be on the way. Time to go. Done. Officially finished racing in Taiwan. It was awesome, twice as many people as last year, so the course was super busy, a little bit more weaving in and out, but still a really great course in terms of being fast, being competitive, and just getting out there and having a good time. Really well put together, managed, race directed, so just great to be back out on course with some awesome people. I was really happy with my time today. I shaved 2 minutes and 21 seconds off of my PB, which was actually set at Taipei this time last year. So overall, really stoked with how I executed and how I put the race together, and now just looking forward to doing a little bit of recovery before we fly home tomorrow, making this the official end of our Taipei race week. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you at the next one.